Okay. All right. Good energy. Ace of Pentacles. All right. So for some of you, this could be something significant coming through as an offer when it comes to, money or career. But for a lot of you, I think that this is more talking about focus of all areas of your life. Okay, having that extreme focus on what matters to you the most, what things need to be addressed. So I do see a new awakening when it comes to that. But for some of you, it could be that there is something new, a new offer or something new in the wings that are going to come to you in form of money or career investments, something like that. But we're definitely going to dig in a little deeper here. I will let you know that these cards and this energy and this vibe and, the divine in the universe has been speaking very, very clearly. I just did a reading for Virgo, and that thing lasted for 50 minutes. And at first it didn't seem like it was, going to be for, more than just one type of person out there. And after about 10 minutes, it was like, wow, this could pertain to more than one type of case scenario. So before you click the hell off and be like, you know what, this doesn't seem like it's for me, you might want to stay a while. I don't typically believe in happenstance. So if this is your first time here, or if this is your first time back, there could be a message here for you. If you're cross watching, you might find something out about your Scorpio, or you might find something about you. You could possibly show up in this reading, but there could be something here as a message to you, and you first hear it and say, yeah, not so much. And then as you stick around, sometimes it's like, okay. And because that's what happens for me. Sometimes I don't naturally see all of the case scenarios or hear all of the case scenarios. And as time goes on, out they come. All right. So just keep that in mind. Alrighty, so we have some quite interesting things going on here. I'm so very excited to share them with you. All right, so overall energy is already taken care of. It's, focus on all areas of the life, something new coming in, a new perspective, a new awakening, or an actual new beginning when it comes to investments, money, or some type of career move. But we are going to look at the shadow side of things. Okay, these are the things that could be blocking you, or could eventually be obstacles or challenges, or things that just need to be acknowledged so that this abundance can flow through. So let's go ahead and take a look here and see what is lurking in the shadows that you guys need to be aware of. Okay. So I am going to pull my little handy dandy book out here. All right, so this here is talking about retreating. Okay, so there's something that took an unexpected turn. There was something, or there could be something in your life that happened. So if this hasn't happened already, or isn't happening at this moment, could possibly happen for you. Okay. But there's an unexpected turn. All right. Something that looked so inviting at first that turned out to be much worse than you anticipated. You're absolutely right to run away, but watch where you're going. A calm, rational retreat will serve you better than careening wildly hither and thither. Don't rush from one bad situation into one even worse. There's no need to look back. Just leave it all behind you and plot your next move. Sometimes the bravest thing is knowing when to retreat. Okay? So I'm feeling like for a lot of you, this may have been past energy. There could have been something that looked very, very promising. There might have been an opportunity in the past an investment, a career move, a relationship. There could have been something, and I feel like this might have been recent past. And I'm talking about maybe in the last 6 months or so. And for some of you, maybe even a year, because that's still recent to me. Something that seemed like it was very, very promising, posed to be not so much. Okay, so maybe with this new opportunity coming, maybe there's a little bit of fear because it's like, I did try to take a leap of faith before, and look at where that got me. Okay. For some of you, I feel like this is a direct message that there might be something that comes your way. And this is why you're prompted to have a clear focus in all areas of your life, because there could be something that does come up here that looks all shiny, fresh, and new, that isn't typically going to work out for you, couldn't possibly be the best thing for you. But when you're focused and really focused on what it is that you need in all areas of your life, you'll be able to have true, honest discernment when this shows up. So for some of you, you just have to figure out where you fit in, okay? But we're going to further see how this unravels here. All right, so we do have another card from my Shikoli Oracle. I just love this oracle because it's so, I have the tarot deck as well. They're just so very profound, and they have several different meanings, and they just really, really speak true to me specifically. And in my readings, they really give a lot of case scenarios. But let's look at, and if you're a numbers person, this first card was number 18, and this one is 19. Like I said, I do feel like with this being progressive, 18, 19, and then this is 22, I do feel like for a lot of you, this is past energy, okay? Past energy. There was something in the past that looked very tantalizing that wasn't in the best interest of you. So I feel like this is past energy, but you know what's going on in your life, so you be the judge of that. Now, this is the management card here. It says, good job. Everything is running smoothly under your expert supervision. You are on top of things and nothing escapes you. You can feel proud of your achievements and your leadership skills. You can also ease back a bit and make sure everyone else is getting the chance to learn and grow. The danger of really good management is indispensability. You may feel that you are the only one who can keep things up to your standards. This attitude leads to burnout, at least at worst. It says, you set a good example, inspire others to be excellent. Okay, so when I look at this here, I feel like for a lot of you, now if this is talking about business, right, I feel like you learned a lot from your past mistakes. And because there was a lot of trial and error, and there was some trust that you had to put in to people that didn't necessarily know what they were doing, or didn't handle you or their money properly, or the company or whatever, you've learned a lot. And so now you have, you came in from the ground up. You came in from, being someone that came in from the ground level. Someone was trying to teach you. I feel like there was poor management in that, however that structure, was built. And then you came in and you were like, you know what? I learned a lot from that experience, and now I can recreate this, but at a better level as management. I'm going to use my management skills of, the school of the hard knocks showed me a lot, right? And so now I can go in and I can build a foundation that is much better than the one that I was brought in on. Okay, so I don't know who this is for. So if you're a manager, or if you're trying to manage a business or a project that failed before, or someone failed you and, you know, brought you in on something that was on shaky grounds. It's like, you know what, I can do this better now. Maybe you are deciding to go in on your own, and other people are like, you know what is it that you're doing? You know, can you show us your skills? You know, and something has definitely changed. The dynamics have definitely changed here, which is nice. That's why I said this is, to me, this is past energy. And so now it's like you, if this hasn't happened already, it was like you using your own skills instead of going in and having someone try to teach you how to do it, or, you know, trick you into doing certain things that they thought, you know, would benefit them and not necessarily you or the company. It's like now you are like, you know what, that wasn't right, that didn't feel good, that didn't serve me, so let me do it my own way. People are loving that. And then on top of that, this card here talks about having abundance and really being able to share it with people, but wanting more of abundance that you already have, even though you have enough. You have enough to do what you need to do to continue what you're doing, but it's like you want so much more so that you can continue to share it. So this is all about growth here. Okay, we went from 18, number 19, and number 22. So I feel like eventually, whatever it is that you want to work on, whatever it is that you want to build from the ground up, whatever foundation that you're currently working on, just know that your personal skills, what you're bringing to the table, sometimes however we were treated, can really set a tone for us to do something better here. And this is what you've done or you're gonna do. And in this instance, this is going to bring you a lot of abundance, and you're going to continue to share those skills and this, you know, share in that wealth with others. So this is very nice. This is a very new, fresh energy. So I really don't see anything that could be blocking right now. I think this is just the universe acknowledging to you that if you are, you know, thinking about starting something new, but you had past failures, it's like use those past failures to know what not to do and to see what good looks like and to show what good looks like, and you will succeed. You know, this is a new beginning for you. Okay. So yeah, I really love this energy. Let's see. Everything in perfect balance. Absolutely. We're going to take a look at that. But intuitively, I do believe that this is in perfect balance. I think that this is how we all start out, right? We all start out at the ground level. In the tarot deck, we start off as the Fool. We start out at ground zero. And then we go through all these phases of life, and then we're always, you know, trying to follow that pursuit of the, you know, obtaining the perfect 10 or getting the queen and king status, right? To ultimately live in the higher up, you know, castle with, you know, everything that we want. And of course, most of us, we don't want to be up there alone. We do want to humbly share. I mean, there are some people that just want to get up there and be like, I am the elite. But you, Scorpio, you have this desire to, you know, learn from your mistakes and learn from other people's mistakes and really be able to manage and manage well, and to be able to provide for others and to show others how they can do this. All right. You want to share your abundance with other people. And so that is a real balance, right? When we're talking about this card here, that's balance. I mean, and even these cards are really balanced because we have card number 18, 19, and 22. That's progress, right? This is how life goes. You know, we start in ground level, we build, and then we have abundance so that we can give back, you know, and it's regenerated. So this is all about balance here. Let's go ahead. And if you're a numbers person, I definitely am, you know, and numbers mean anything to you. This could let you know that this reading is for you. If this is, you know, birthday month of someone you're dealing with, or a significant date for you, or a date that's supposed to be coming up, or something here with numbers. We also have number 8 here, which is ironic because on the Scorpio card, there's a number 8. And on this card of everything in perfect balance is also a number 8. So 2 8s in a row here. So wow. Yes, I love numbers, love them. And I know that some of you all resonate with them as well. So I've been shouting them out. But let's take a look here. Okay. So when we think about this card here, and we're thinking about the traditional tarot deck, this would be the death card, right? And we know that the death card doesn't mean literal death. It just means transformation, right? This is like the sister card of this. When this card appears, it's a sign that current or impending endings are ensuing and there's inevitable rebirth, right? And this is basically what this is, right? This is, you know, a new beginning, new investments, new focus, and new awakening on certain areas of your life. For some of you, all areas. For some of you, it's about business. Some of you, it's about money. But when we look at this, this is also talking about being very mindful, right? Mindful of what is being rebirthed, all right? Because everything in life, good and bad, has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Wow. See, this is why I like reading this. Isn't this exactly what I just said? This was all a process. We come in on the ground level. This was the beginning. This was the middle, and this is the end, right? Coming in on the struggle bus, right? Not knowing too much shit and getting effed over and, you know, having, you know, rough beginnings, and then figuring out and trying to build a foundation, right? And then finally, you know, getting to the top and figuring it all out and it actually working and being able to share that, right? So I love how that says that. So yeah, this is all about rebirth and all about looking at the process. Like I was saying, I'm telling you, I'm not making this up. This is the way that this is coming out. So Scorpio, you do understand. And if for some of you, you're not understanding, you can't keep looking at like what happened in the beginning. Something didn't work out in the beginning, or there was failures in the beginning. So it's like, look at those failures, turn those into rebirth of something. Okay. So if you didn't do that before, do it now. If you did that and you didn't like the outcome of that, don't do it this time. You feel me? And really just build, and allow others to watch you and you know, mentor a few people, okay? Because ultimately you're going to want to give back, and you're going to want to, because what I'm seeing is whatever this project is, whatever this investment is, this is going to be a big deal. This is going to be something that, you know, someone that lives this type of lifestyle and someone that is able to give so abundantly, you know, to this level, can't do it on their own, right? So you don't want someone coming in that's not as skilled as you. You want to have people that you can count on, people that have your same vision, people that you have literally one-on-one groom them the way that you would like your company, your investment, your project to be handled, right? So you need to understand that you know, maybe you can't do this on your own, even if it's just one person or another person. I don't know who this message is for, but if you want to continue this business, this project, whatever, for this to continue to grow, you have to also be a mentor. All right. But everything in perfect balance is just talking about, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. They all have to commingle in order for there to be a perfect balance, for success to happen. So, yeah, things might not have worked out, and there could be some situations right now where you're like, oh my God, should I just give up? I don't even know. You know, get that focus back and understand that, you know, you got to have your head in the game, and you got to have all of the elements that led you up to today in order for you to be successful. Okay. But you're gonna definitely get there. You're definitely gonna get there. I see that here. And for you to be able to share and to let people in, because of what you went through, whatever it is that you went through or experienced previous. And maybe you're in that first stage right now. Maybe you're in the first shitty ass stage where you're like, you know what? If I ever get the opportunity to build something or to invest something or to provide something for other people, I'm going to. Maybe you're rewriting your story right now. All right. And just know that this is going to work. You know, this is why this happened. I hear a lot of times people complain, well, they don't really have this, and I really wish that this market had that. Well, you know what? I take in consideration where there's a lack, there's an opportunity.